My biggest takeaway really was about the power and need for collaboration. And I think it's important to note the collaboration in a different, new and innovative way. It's really important that we ensure that everybody is at the table and everybody is leading the space in a forward-facing and collaborative way.
Relationships are everything, and whilst we know it, we still just have to keep it to the forefront. We've got a job to do to support our networks in that health equity space, and we do need the funding to do that. I look at what our partners are doing here, and we want to do all of that and more.
Biggest takeaway for me today was just the commonality in the messaging, how everybody is really committed to work together.
Today's conversation, some of it was not new, but it just consolidates our learnings, what we need to do, how we need to do it, and we need to do it, accelerate that progress more.
There are a lot of change champions within our community, so we're quite fortunate in that. But how this will impact is just articulating the same message. If we're on the same page with the same message and everyone keeps hearing the same thing, then I think we can really start moving and shifting spaces and making big transformative change.
Yes, the real impact is better lives and equity for all, but also equity for our Indigenous peoples and honouring what we call our treaty, Te Tiriti o Waitangi. So our communities will have better quality of life and just, that real fairness.
The power of Indigenous leadership should not be underestimated. It's significantly important that anything is done for health and well-being is done with our Indigenous leaders and for our community together.
And I think by doing more of this, by coming into each other's countries, sharing learnings live, sharing what stages we're all at, and we have different starting points as well, I think that could be of most benefit for all of us. And it becomes a collective voice, not just one tribe or one Indigenous people. It becomes all of us sharing those learnings and influencing for betterment of our people.
We've got a lot of assets within our community that we want to work with, but that does take investment, and the call to action is to get out and do more of this work with our communities right from the grassroots.
For me, I think the biggest takeaway from today is hope. Hope because while the future might be uncertain, while we've got some big stuff to tackle, to find so much wisdom coming from so many different perspectives, it gives me hope that we've got a lot of the answers, and we will be able, if we work together, to figure it out.
I have so much respect for the people that have shared their stories today, and I will take those back with me to New Zealand, and it will inform my mahi as a health leader going forward.
I think we can better support Indigenous leadership by providing enabling leadership and open-minded. We know that we can't do anything alone. So we need pro-Māori, pro-Indigenous, anti-racist people to come in and step in. At times it might be our face that might take the lead, and then at times it might be appropriate for our key partners to take the lead too. And so I think that will be the most beneficial way to help Māori and Indigenous leadership. The biggest takeaway for me today was reiterating the same message that we're trying to push for: Indigenous health within Indigenous hands. And what does that mean? Leadership at all levels, Indigenous leadership at all levels, governance and everything that it touches.
We can't do this alone. We have to work together for the betterment of our future.